The cosmic dance of light, time, and destiny, a journey toward the last day. The universe, vast and incomprehensible, is a canvas on which both the deepest mysteries of science and the most profound spiritual questions are painted. From the moment of the Big Bang to the distant future when dark energy might tear apart galaxies, the unfolding of the cosmos evokes timeless questions about light, time, and existence itself. And within these questions lies an enigmatic connection. What if the very forces that govern the universe, light, time, and energy, are the same forces that shape our spiritual destiny, perhaps even leading us toward a final judgment? We will explore the origins of light, the potential of dark energy, the fate of the universe, and the profound spiritual implications that emerge from considering these cosmic forces as part of a divine cosmic plan. The origins of light, the beginning of time and consciousness. Light is at the heart of both the physical universe and the metaphysical world. According to modern cosmology, light, embodied in the form of photons, began to play a pivotal role in the birth of the universe itself. After the Big Bang, the universe was an incredibly hot and dense state where matter and energy were intermingled in a cosmic soup. However, it wasn't until the universe cooled sufficiently, around 380,000 years after the Big Bang, that photons, the carriers of light, were finally free to travel through space. This moment marked the birth of cosmic light, the light we now detect as the cosmic microwave background, CMB, a remnant from the early universe, often called the first light. This primordial light serves as a fossilized memory of the universe's infancy, connecting us to the beginning of time itself. But beyond its physical origins, light has always carried a deeper significance in human thought. Throughout history, light has been equated with knowledge, divinity, and wisdom. In ancient cultures, light often symbolized the presence of God, enlightenment, and a path to understanding. From the biblical statement, God is light and in him is no darkness at all, to the Hindu view of Brahman as the ultimate source of all light, divinity and light have been intertwined. Consciousness, too, often takes on a metaphorical role associated with light. It illuminates the mind, dispels darkness, and brings clarity to the human soul. But what if pure light is not just a symbol but a reality, an entity with consciousness itself? Imagine a being that is both light and consciousness, existing outside the constraints of time and space, and whose very essence is the divine force of illumination. This being could possess the ability to see past, present, and future simultaneously, transcending time, much like the photons that travel through space without aging. Could such a being, embodying both the wisdom of light and the eternal nature of consciousness, be the very source of the universe's existence and its ultimate destiny? The role of dark energy, a universe on the brink of collapse. The universe, as we observe it today, is expanding at an accelerating rate, a phenomenon attributed to a mysterious force called dark energy. This force, which makes up about 68% of the universe's total energy content, is responsible for pushing galaxies apart, causing the universe to expand faster and faster. The discovery of dark energy in the late 1990s through the observation of distant supernovae changed our understanding of the cosmos. Instead of slowing down under its own gravity, the universe is accelerating, driven by this invisible, enigmatic force. But dark energy's influence on the universe doesn't stop at simple expansion. Some theories suggest that if dark energy continues to grow stronger, it could eventually cause the Big Rip, a catastrophic end to the universe. In this scenario, the very fabric of the cosmos would tear apart, starting with galaxies, then stars, planets, and eventually the atoms themselves. Dark energy could gradually accelerate the expansion to such an extent that it overpowers gravity and the fundamental forces that hold everything together. The universe would unravel like a fraying rope, with galaxies flung apart at ever-increasing speeds. Could this happen now? This scenario is not purely hypothetical. It could be happening as we speak. We are looking into a past that is constantly receding from us, but could galaxies we observe now already be feeling the effects of dark energy's rippling expansion? Imagine distant galaxies accelerating away from us, unaware that their fate is already sealed. If the Big Rip is real, galaxies might be tearing apart right now in ways we cannot directly observe, but will only become apparent millions of years in the future. The light we see from these distant galaxies could be the final remnants of their existence, witnesses to a universe slowly unraveling from the inside out. The Big Rip might resemble the last day, a day of cosmic dissolution where all things are torn asunder. The Day of Judgment, as imagined in many spiritual traditions, is often portrayed as a moment of reckoning where the universe is unmade and everything is accounted for. Could the accelerating expansion of the universe, the tearing apart of galaxies, and the dissolution of matter itself symbolize a kind of cosmic judgment? Just as the universe began in a moment of pure light, it might also end in a moment of cosmic unraveling, where everything is returned to its primordial state. The Day of Judgment, a cosmic parallel. In many religious and spiritual traditions, the Day of Judgment represents the final moment in time when all beings and all of creation will face their end. This event is often portrayed as an apocalyptic scenario where the physical world and the spiritual world converge, leading to a final reckoning. Could the Big Rip represent a physical parallel to this final judgment, where the universe is unmade and everything returns to its origin? In this vision, dark energy could be seen as the force that ends all things, much as divine wrath or justice is often described as the force that brings the end of time. In this context, the universe's accelerated expansion could be interpreted as the cosmic countdown to the last day. As galaxies and stars are ripped apart, it might symbolize the dissolution of old systems, structures, and lives, preparing the way for something new. The end of the universe is not merely destruction, it could be seen as a cleansing, a return to the source, much like the spiritual concept of judgment and rebirth. The ultimate question we might ask is, will the universe's final moment be one of chaos, or will it open the door to a new beginning, much like the symbolic rebirth described in many eschatological visions? The divine light in the end. And if, hypothetically, God is pure light with consciousness, then the end of the universe might not be an end at all, but a transformation. Just as light gave birth to the cosmos, could it also bring about its renewal or rebirth? The collapse of the universe might be the ultimate return to the divine source of all energy and consciousness. In this view, light is not only the beginning, but also the end, where the divine consciousness of light transcends the destruction of physical matter and opens the door to a new realm of existence. Perhaps in the final moments of the universe, the light, pure, conscious, and eternal, will illuminate the path to the ultimate truth, revealing the interconnectedness of all things, transcending space, time, and form. The end of time, in this case, would not signify oblivion, but rather the return to the origin, a return to the eternal light that was the first spark of the universe. As we contemplate the origins of light, the fate of the universe, and the potential for dark energy to tear apart galaxies, we realize that science and spirituality are not so easily separated. The destruction of galaxies and the potential end of the universe might not simply be chaotic events. They might be cosmic reflections of deeper spiritual truths. The Day of Judgment and the Last Day are concepts that resonate deeply with the fabric of existence itself, where light, time, and energy converge in a final reckoning. Whether through the Big Rip, the final collapse of galaxies, or the timeless nature of pure light, the universe's end might mirror the spiritual cycle of judgment, renewal, and rebirth. And in the end, perhaps light, the very thing that began the universe, will also illuminate the path forward, revealing that the end is but a return to the source, a conscious light that transcends time, space, and all things,